Good morning, everybody. It's Nick Land. This is Monday, October 21st. It's the value added video, and we're going to talk about 3 ways to guard against the winter freeze that is going to be coming. Before we start, we wanted to say thank you for watching. If you're not following us yet, you're missing out. Make sure you check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Commencement Bay Brokers LLC is a great spot to get all of your questions answered about real estate. Last week's video was great. It was about the first step in the home buying process. So if you're thinking about buying a house, that was 2 weeks ago. That's a good one too. The one from last week on the 14th was about 3 strategies for selling a house if you own a home. And today we're going to talk about 3 ways to protect that house that you may be selling. So without further ado, guys, the 3 things we got to start doing before November 1st are number 1, we got to protect against freezing. Number 2, we got to make sure your furnace is fired up and tuned up. And number 3, you got to get your fireplace checked out. The cold is coming. One of the things that happens when it gets cold is pipes burst. So if we get an extreme freeze, which we don't expect this week, but it could happen, in the near future, you got to make sure your pipes are insulated. So the spots to protect against freezing, number 1 is your hose bib. So make sure that all of the exterior faucets are covered and insulated. If you have a sprinkler system, if you're lucky enough to have a sprinkler system, you want to make sure that that system has been winterized, which means that all of the water has been flushed out of the line so it doesn't freeze in the ground. And then the third is if you have pipes that are exposed under your house or in a basement, but more or less anything that's exterior, like under the house, you got to get those insulated because it's a terrible thing to wake up in the middle of winter to a pipe that's burst and is flooding your crawl space. So check those 3 things to protect against freezing. It's getting cold, so make sure your furnace is working. That means number 1, cover up all those pipes and hose bibs. Number 2, we want you to go and make sure your furnace is working. I'm getting mine tuned up right now. Literally the guys at the house today. It's time to tune up the system, make sure the filters are changed, make sure it's functioning, because it's not fun to find out in the middle of winter that your furnace has gone out. That's a tough couple of days. The third thing is if you have a fireplace, check out your fireplace, and it's time to get your chimney looked at too. So you want to make sure your chimney is clean. We do that by hiring out a chimney sweep. We want to make sure your fireplace is in good working condition so that if you do have a problem, you can have a fire, or if you like a fire, that your fireplace is working and it's all safe. Hey guys, we want you to have a great winter. It should be a lot of snow fun out there this year, but you got to make sure you take care of your house, protect the pipes and the exterior hose bibs, get your furnace checked out, and make sure your fireplace is working so you can stay warm and toasty this winter, okay? See ya.